Hey guys, welcome to a new video on the main channel. It's it's been a bit since I made the last one, but today I'm gonna be going to do something a little fun thing that I thought of. You see, some of my favorite things are video games, anime, YouTube, but one of those things I love about anime is power scaling. That's right. I just love arguing with nerds on the internet. It's pretty fun, you know. I just love seeing which character can kick the other character's ass, you know. So I thought I would combine, power scaling with YouTube. And all these people in this video are VTubers. The VTubers have lore and stuff like that. I just thought that would be fun. Channels that I picked are personally ones that I watch. I'm more familiar with them, but I also took notes on like all their lore, all their powers, anything like that, anything that of relevance that would be canon to the characters. But yeah, I was hoping to make this a series possibly in the future, like maybe with some that you guys can recommend in the comments for future videos, stuff like that. But yeah, let's get to the actual tier list now. Alright, so let's have a look here. You know, we got S, A, B, D, B, C, D, F. I can't do the fucking alphabet. That's crazy. So S being the strongest, S being the strongest, F, being pretty low down there. Now, first up, we got Camilla VT. So, Camilla, right? She's a forest witch, and she's 333 years old. Other things of note is that she says that she's eatable and she's a gremlin. Like, that is her label of her race. Now, I don't know how powerful gremlins are, if I'm being honest. I never saw gremlins growing up. But she's a forest witch. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I don't know, like is she a druid? What can she do? So she's kind of featless. Other than forest witch, she probably has magic. But we're gonna put her, just cause she's got no feet, so we're gonna put her in D. Okay? That hopefully doesn't seem too mean. She's stacked a little up because you can obviously assume that she probably does have powers, but yeah. So next we got Chelzor the Destroyer, one of my favorites. For all we know, like I tried to look so deep into her lore, I couldn't find anything. Like, I went to her Twitter, her Twitch. I couldn't find anything that was substantial there. But she's the Destroyer. I don't know what she destroyed. I don't know how she got this nickname. For all we know, she's just like, I think she's a cat. No, she's a fox? Cat girl, fox girl, Whether or not that's the same, stronger than a human, we're just gonna have to put her in F because she's feetless. Sadly, like, no feet. I can't scale that, bro. If anything, you're just like a normal person. You know what I mean? So yeah, moving on. We're gonna go to Cypress CH. I think I said that right. I watch these people. I don't even know how to say their names. Cypress. Cypress is a demon. I believe she's technically a succubus, or at least that's what it says in the video where she does her little intro. She got kicked out of hell for being a bad demon. And I don't know what that means. It's like, does she help people? Well, now she's in the human world, and that's why she's doing the whole VTuber thing. Okay, so there's some things that we can say is that she's immortal, and she could probably eat a person just because she's a demon. She also states that, like, she might eat someone. So I'm gonna assume that is something that she could do. If me or you bumped into her on the street, she could probably eat us. I think, though, because there's not really anything substantial there other than she's immortal. I don't know if that means that, like let's say if somebody had like a holy power or if they were just really strong, they could kill her. Because I mean, she's just a demon. Technically a bad demon too. She got kicked out of hell. So sadly, we're gonna have to put you in D. Maybe over, because the whole mortal aspect is kind of bumping her up. But yeah. Next, we got Alara. Now, Alara actually has like a lot of lore. I watched her lore videos. I watched all the videos about the debuts. She had 2 debuts. The one was the original model that was like blonde, and then now the goth metal elf one. Technically, it's the same lore. I saw in the video. She's not retconning anything. Everything still is canon. So, you know, she's an elf from the stars. She's a druid. When she sings, it pleases the gods. Whatever that means. She has Aura's light. Maybe that's a god. But her voice did get taken away by her sister Elda. She could talk though. Like we watch videos and she has a voice. I don't know what that means. But like, yeah, she also has a companion called Vivi. I don't know if that does anything. She's 69,420 years old. I think there's like, I think it's 24 technically, like 69,424 right now. I could be wrong though. We don't have any actual. The only I can really go off of is that she's a druid and she's not from Earth, and she's like, you know, thousands of years old, thousands. But I mean, Cypress could be thousands of years old because she's a demon, but we can't really say anything. She's kind of feetless, other than the anti-feat of she was tricked. She ate, like, her sister gave her a nut, and then she lost her voice. Yeah, you know, we don't have any feats, so we're also gonna have to put you in D. Oh, maybe, I don't know, because she said that she's from the stars, so she could possibly, I don't know if that means space though. Like, all it says is from the stars. She's from another planet or whatnot. I don't think that's the case, but it could be. You know. Maybe I'll drag you up to C to be nice. It's just because the whole demon aspect, you know, it's gonna be hard to kill. Now we got Etsunamu. And the only thing I have written down, the only thing that I could find, I went back and tried to see if there was any like introduction video or anything like that. There wasn't. The only thing that it says is that she's a tree spirit. I'm sorry, you're feetless. I have to sadly put you in F. She's a really nice girl, but you know, there's like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Now we got Emanito, who I believe I just wrote down that he's a dude from Belize, and that's the only part of his lore, which is, you know, good that he's actually just a dude from Belize. You know, he's got no powers. He's just kind of a dude, except his ears are pointy, so maybe he's an elf. I don't know, but if you're just a dude from Belize, like, I might have to put you behind a cat girl. sorry if you're from Belize. Again, I don't know. Maybe cat girl is scrappy. But now here we got Kitsuniro. While I was trying to do my research, I just saw that she is a kitsune, as her name implies. You know, a fox demon. And, like, that's really it. Again, we don't have no powers, no feats. She doesn't say, like, she could do this, she could do that. We can just assume that because she's a fox demon, a kitsune, that, like, maybe she's, like, right here. I mean, I could probably put you up here just because we don't know if you have powers. These are the people with essentially a power set. Or the chance to have a power set. Okay, so now we actually got kind of a crazy one. Alright. So next is Mari. Alright. Mari. I don't know if this is still canon. I don't know if this is old lore or not with her old model. I think it's still the same technically. But she's a demon, and she has the power to create dreams for beings that can dream. So like, again, for humans like me and you, we can dream. She could make dreams for us, you know? It's just that she's very lazy at her job. She at a certain point she wasn't making any dreams, and that created a void. I don't know what that is. She does like humans, and she does own a boba shop because she likes attention from humans. And that's how she's actually bad at that too, though, because she's lazy and she doesn't manage the boba shop. So but she does have a specific power, you know. I mean, technically, all these people, I'm sure they have dreams. You know, dreams. Maybe demons dream. Maybe kitsunes can dream. So technically, she could affect everybody here. Whether or not, and that could be fatal, I'm still gonna put her in A tier, because that is a crazy power. Whether or not that could cause like a cardiac arrest or something, or maybe get them stuck in a dream. Again, we don't know how that works. Maybe I'm being too nice with the A, but I'll put her down a B. But yeah. So next we got my Cora. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. I mean, she wants her voice to be stuck in your head, which is nice. But she also has a cross. She has cross earrings and she has a cross. But I'm sorry, I might have to put you down here. Again, we don't know what you can do. I don't know if Evan, if you guys got in scrap, who would come out. Maybe you got the power of God and anime at your side. Like, we don't know. It's not confirmed. You got no feats, dog. I'm sorry. Now, next is Pause, and with Pause actually has like a bit of lore with actual feats, according to her lore. Again, like all this stuff happens. The next time I make a video like this, these fucking VTubers better not be like, oh yeah, I stopped a meteor, or I entered the singularity, bro. Because that's cheating now that I'm watching, now that I'm looking out for it. But next we got is Pause, okay? So, according to her lore, she was originally a girl named Yui, and then her family had a curse, and she fell in love with the vampire, and the vampire turned her into a vampire, but then it actually triggered the curse. And that's why she's like a furry girl. Like, I think on her bio it says that like she's a demon fox. But, you know, technically, I don't think the lore has been retconned or anything like that. I think she's still technically a vampire. But no, she's a vampire demon fox, you know? It's all together. She knows how to use magic. She says that she's trained in sorcery. She could use lightning, water, wind, and fire. Which she said... when she's accidentally burned her relatives. That is technically a feat. She has a body count, at least 3 people that she confirmed kills. So I think we're gonna have to put Pause in A. Also, she has blood magic, and if you guys watch Avatar, like that's pretty good. You know, I might actually put her in S, as she might be the strongest person here. Actually, I don't know though. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see as we go on. So next we got Pheromone. I tried to look at lore for this person, alright? All it says is that they're going through a rebirth. They got pointy ears, I think. I don't know if they're ears or if like that's her hair or whatever. Cause I tried to look for a channel trailer. I tried to like see old streams, but I couldn't find any lore. So I don't know if she's an elf or a nymph, but she got no feats, boss. I can't help you out. Now next we have PP Slayer, and now PP Slayer has genuine feats. Okay, I low-key think PP Slayer can beat everybody here except for maybe Pause. Again, Pause is still the strongest person. Now, PP Slayer has guns. You know, she's got an AK called the Hole Maker. She's got a rocket launcher called Wall Breaker, pistol, PP Pew. You know, she's got a PP Bison. She has a shotgun, an RPG. She's got grenades, knives, rifles, and she's got giant robot arms. Now, I'm sure she's proficient using the guns and stuff like that. But, yeah. Now, unless all these other characters have speed feats in the future, like, unless they come out and they say that they are faster than bullets, or they are supersonic, or light speed, like, PP Slayer just beats them all, you know? I'm sorry, bro. What is a gun, or what is a dude from Belize gonna do against a gun? I'm sorry. But I also just want to say, Azula Ethanasia. Next we got Smug Alana. Now, Smug Alana is a Crossfire Fox, and she could switch between the two. I don't think she could. I know in this picture she's like both, but I don't think she can technically be both at the same time and use both powers like Todoroki, you know. But she does have powers that we can see in her, like, with her lore, that she has access to. Now I'm gonna put her also in B. Again, we don't know if she is faster than bullets. We don't know if she's stronger than an average person, but she does have powers. Next we got is Sora Vtuber. She's a fallen angel. And that's all we really got. I'm sorry, you're feetless. Next we got is Sunny Explosion. Now, Sunny is a space bandit. Okay, she's escaped from prison, and she has a Komodo dragon named Gas. She has a scar on her chest from a portal gun. The scar shows like a distant galaxy. Okay, I don't know if in her skill set she could throw something into the scar and it goes to the galaxy, but she has tanked a gun before, a space gun, and she's a space bandit, so we could assume that she's probably been in a scuffle or two, especially because she's been to prison, you know. Now I'm gonna put her over PP Slayer simply because she has tanked a gun. Now I understand that it wasn't a bullet, but we could probably assume that maybe a portal gun is stronger than an actual gun. Like, maybe a normal human wouldn't be able to take it, but Sunny has. And last but not least, we got, I think it's pronounced Zykai. Oh, again, you know, it's just a fox VTuber. She's chaotic, but she's feetless. However, I probably would have to put her right here because she is a kitsune. So she's gonna go with all the other kitsunes. Maybe I'm gonna move some of these people around. Maybe you're more up here. I'll put you up here. We don't know how strong a tree spirit is. We don't know how strong a tree witch is. But it just implies some things, that they probably have some magic power, and until there's feats out, until I get a speed feat or the an actual ability of like them using some sort of power, I can't give them anything else. But here we go. This is the VTuber tier list for you right here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Maybe we'll do this again with some other people that you recommend, and I'll do my research on them. You know, I'm gonna try to do a Hololive one. I actually don't watch Hololive, but all of them have lore. I believe that's what I heard. So maybe I'll do them per generation or something, and that could be fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day.